Looks like YouTube is sorted out. Let's let everybody know I'm streaming. I'm just going to remove this because I can't seem to remember to update it. All right, everything seems to be working-ish. Where were we? I think we had decided that this was actually working under native Windows for once, which is amazing. And since that's faster, I will use it while it's still working. Nachos. Are we starting? Hello? About friggin' time. No. Localhost 3000. Yes, local goat. All right, so that's working. Oh yeah, I had a thing that I wanted to do here. What was it? Oh yeah, I decided. What did I call them? Qualities? Yes, qualities. I decided that this was misnamed. Quality. Because I decided I didn't want to ask why. I didn't want to ask people if. I don't want to say I like this thing because it's this, that, and the other. I'm going to say I like this thing because I care about X, Y, and Z. So these aren't really qualities. These are priorities. All right, how good is this refactoring? Wow, that is a lot of things. Good heavens. It's a massive refactor. By the way, now that I have some viewers, please let me know if the desktop music is too loud, too soft. I haven't really done this before. All right, the question is, does this actually create a database migration to rename the table or not? Doesn't look like it. It looks like it just renames everything everywhere, so I'll have to redo the database. Whatever, that's fine. Do it. Oh, what is it doing now? Oh, wow. Now it's actually doing the migration. That's neat. What? IDE error occurred. That's not good. All right, migrated. Cool. We'll probably have to restart this. thrill as he eats nachos. Migrations are pending. News to me. I thought it just ran migrations. Maybe it ran them for a different environment. Intriguing. Oh, it just created the migration. It didn't actually run it. Make it so. Oh, are we really doing that? We're doing that error. We're doing that error? Why are we doing that error? I thought we got over that a long time ago. Whatever. Now do it. Come on, you can do it. Chug! As in a train, not as in beer. Okay, cool. Why are these blue? Oh, interesting. I feel like these are now some effed up migrations. Because, like, some of them are still referencing quality. I don't know. I think I need to just at some point I need to remember how to just blow away all the migrations and start from where I'm at now. Not right now. All right, are we good now? Are we happy? We at least like where we were before. Sweet, okay. So, nothing is terribly broken. Feel like I need to change some other things here. Because... Alright, well let's just look at the database. My concern here is that I still have some references to qualities in the database. I'll bet I do. For instance, the table called qualities votes. Ugh. I don't know. Wait, what? What was the point of this migration? It does nothing. Wow. This is painful. What was that thing? All right, so we want to rename the table qualities to priorities. We want to rename the table qualities votes to priorities votes. We want to change a table. Priorities votes to. Whoa. What is your deal? Oops, wrong button. There we go. Change table, priorities votes to. Oh yeah. T dot rename column. Is that not a thing? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. How did I add it? Use it over here? Oh. Like, add a thing. What is it? Alt Q? Control Q? There we go. Column. Add a column. Add two integer columns. Add. Can I change columns? Remove a column. I don't understand how anything is working right now, honestly. I mean, how many things changed here? Quite a lot. Qualities. All right, so quality ID becomes priority ID. Who else references qualities? Actually, come to think of it, qualities votes probably the qualities votes table probably takes care of walling off qualities from everything else in the database. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so that's what we really want to do here. Whoops. So we rename qualities, quality ID to priority ID. We rename qualities votes to priorities votes. All right, so that's what we want to redo. Let's just do that. Really? Edit configurations. Stop! Don't do stupid things. Do smart things instead. Dummy. Oh, what now? No such table priorities votes. Okay, but where's the line that actually triggered it? This is a shitty backtrace. I wonder if I'm doing this in the wrong order. All right. So I strongly feel like I should at this point, I should just like blow away all of my migrations, create a new migration that's basic, that it just contains an edited version of this schema. Because I've clearly effed things all the F up. Honestly, I don't know why I've been creating migrations all this time. This is early in the app's life cycle. I should probably just have a single migration that I tweak and then blow away the database and rerun it. All right, we're gonna generate a migration. Just gonna be called initial. I have no idea if this is gonna work. It seems like a good idea. All right. Let's lift all this stuff. And let's paste it into initial. And let's get rid of all the old ones. Bye-bye. This becomes priorities. This becomes priorities. This becomes priority ID. All right, we done? Cool, save that. And rake. DB. Can I do this, or do I have to do a drop first? Let's find out. All right, we're all cranky. Let's do this then. DB drop. Seriously? We need to have a talk about this. That was not the button I wanted to hit. Oh my god, stop trying to migrate. Wait, how did that work? That was weird. Why? Oh, are you still running? Sorry. Sorry. Let's try that again. Oh, wrong tube. Wait, what now? Why can't I drop the database? Also, why are you still uploading? I told you to pause. You're messing with my stream here. Thank you. Okay, what the heck? Do I need to tell RubyMine to disconnect? Is that what's going on here? Apparently not. What happens when we do this from the terminal? Okay, let's just try closing RubyMine and then doing it. Really? What was so hard about that? I don't understand why you were throwing a fit about that. Weirdo. Oh, well, whatever. While we wait for RubyMine to reload. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Go slower. Alright. So we don't need a DB drop anymore. DB setup. Do it. You know, I switched to native because I thought it was faster than the WSL1 development, but tonight, native is giving WSL a run for its money in slowness. I don't know what's going on here. Streaming doesn't help. What are you doing? Alright, finally. Wait, what? Why is... whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the test one as well. Not that I'm actually using the test one right now, but we don't want it out of date. Yeah, didn't actually need to run that. Let's just kill it. Alright, frickin' migrate. Let's see if this works. Wait, what? Really? Huh. Okay. Let's check the database. Seems like it's all there. Alright, whatever. Well, there's only one way to find out for sure. What are my thoughts on sorbet and typing in Ruby 3? I don't have a hot take for you on that one. I mean, for a long time I've resisted the idea of typing in Ruby because I feel like we should have leaned into the dynamic nature of dynamic languages. I think there was a lot of missed opportunities there for actually having much better facilities for understanding a system that's live. Smalltalk was pretty good at that. Ruby has mostly failed at that. Every other dynamic language has mostly failed at that. And you know what? I think this is why we can't have nice things. we can't have nice dynamic things, and so we must have static things, and that's where things are going, because we completely failed to really capitalize on the power of dynamism, and so we're falling back to the better understood power of static typing and inferencing and all that, and I mean, okay. I would like to play with Sorbet. I am very curious about it. I would like to do a stream on it sometime. All right, there's the smoke test. We are not completely frickin' broken. I think it's about, it's long overdue for me to commit some stuff here. All right, so rename quality to priority, and we also, I guess collapse is the word. Collapse migrations. All right, what all do we have here? Unversioned files. Oh, that's some stuff that needs to be deleted. That definitely goes in. Commit and push. Yes, push. Yeah, TypeScript is super cool. I feel like it makes more sense in a language like JavaScript, where, I don't know, I feel like JavaScript never really leaned as far into the dynamic end of things as Ruby did. And so might as well lean back into the static world instead. But yeah, I want to play with Sorbet. I'm curious about it. I mean, I think there's a world that we've missed out on, that is actually far safer than anything far more robust, I guess, far more resilient than anything the static languages can give us. That has to do with extremely rich introspection at runtime. I think ultimately, in a dynamic language, the information that's available at runtime is a true superset of the information that's available at compile time. We just can know more about what's actually going on at runtime. And that offers a huge amount of interesting information that could go way beyond the stuff that we verify using types. But we have thus far just really failed at structuring our dynamic languages to take advantage of that. And so, as it is, the dynamic languages that we have, we might as well just like throw some static cladding on them, because it really doesn't seem like we're going to realize the possibilities of dynamic runtime introspection that are there. We need to wait for another programming language revolution for that one. All right, so I am happy with what I just did. I just collapsed a bunch of migrations down into one, and from now on, while I'm developing this application, I don't think I'm going to create any more new migrations. I'm just going to add stuff to this file, and I'm just going to redo the database, and I think that's probably going to go a lot faster than what I was doing before. All right, what was I actually doing? So, what do I want this page to say? Not this page. Okay, yeah, this page is fine. This page is ugly, but fine. I want to know, this is not the kind of poll that I actually want to run here. What's the last thing that I did that was actually like this? It was, what was it? Well, okay, so here's some variation on something somebody else asked recently. Somebody else asked today. It was, so we could say, what is your favorite resource for learning JavaScript? All right. Now, what I want this to say is, I prefer X because I care about why. Well, okay. I prefer such and so because I care about X, Y, and Z, and the X, Y, and Z should be 3 separate fields. These are 3 separate priorities, 3 separate things that I prioritize in caring about a thing. So I prefer this thing because I care about speed, efficiency, and tasting like lemons. And then like a comment down here. And because that should be, why is this? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for show canvases. Oh, that's in the form. Text area. Why is this a text area? Is that what's in the schema for it? No, it's a string. All right, well, let's update that. Text field. Wait a minute. Where's the because? And because. Oh, right. That's right. I was learning to use the I18N, the locales file for this stuff. Okay. All right, so if we make this a text field, what the? Okay, RubyMine has completely spazzed out. Good job. Great job. Really? Okay, that was nice. I need to figure out why. How do I change this? How do I change the label to not be... to not be a block element. Display block scaffolds? Ah. Style sheet scaffolds.scss. Interesting. Out of curiosity, could I, like, fix this? Hey, what's up? Well, I said the kids were in bed. I didn't say they were asleep. Yeah, I could add a class to it. What do I actually want there on here? What do I want here? You know, I don't know. I don't know what I want here. Do I want to make it... It's a good question. Do I want to make it global? I do prefer... For this app, I feel like I do prefer mostly inline forms, I think. I don't know for sure. I don't know. Like, eventually I'm probably going to replace, like, the default Rails styles anyway. I think I might do something that feels semi-terrible here, but I'm going to add a presentation class to this. Please tell me I can just say class. Nope, nope, not that one. Pretend I didn't do that. Yep, class equals inline. All right. Do I want to make a new file for this? I don't know if I do. Eh. All right, let's see if that works. Yay! Yeah, one of the things I want to do with this app is in fact drop in Bootstrap. Okay, so I should explain. This is my app that I want to like get up to a semi workable state and then just like do stuff to it, like try out different use it as my testing ground for learning various things, including Bootstrap and like several dozen other things. I want to just like use it as my baseline for learning other technologies. Keep the functionality the same, change the technologies. All right, so that's in line. That's good. Okay, I prefer. So now what I really want here is I prefer, okay. Because I care about these don't exist yet. That's basically what I want. Now that's going to break. Whoa, that did not break. Sweet. Material UI is decent to use with React when you're testing out Webpacker. Good to know. Thank you. All right, I want examples here. Placeholder, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay, I don't have enough brain to come up with placeholders right now. Never mind. I'm actually kind of surprised that that it didn't complain about these, but I don't have anything to actually. I don't have fields that correspond to those, so that's going to become a problem pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, actually, those are some pretty good placeholders. Well, okay, fair enough. Butteriness, chunkiness, and nuttiness. It tastes good. Interesting error. Where's my log? Alright, so we got unpermitted parameters. I wonder if that's the real error, is the unpermitted parameters. Thank you, Clear for Blue. I try to come up with good examples. I find them much more clarifying than crappy examples. You know what? I'm going to put those in as placeholders because I like them. Oh yeah, it would help if I actually put that placeholder keyword here. By the way, what's the background music like for y'all? Is it loud, soft, unhearable? I have it turned pretty far down on the stream. Okay, butteriness, chunkiness, nuttiness. Clear for Lou, you do prefer the mechanical keyboard sound. I love my keyboard. I'll be honest with you. I love my keyboard. I don't care at all about keyboard sound. Like, if there was a magical way to make it completely silent, I would 100% get that version. Not that I mind, but I also have zero, like, nostalgia for it or anything. But it absolutely feels better. This is a Kinesis advantage, too. So it's, like, it is the mothership of keyboards. There we go. Placeholders. The music is probably much louder for me than it is for you. Let's see. Who is this? I really like this one. Someone. All right. All right, now why are we being a grumpy butt? Candidate must exist. Canvas must exist. Pretty sure this used to work. No, maybe it didn't. Oh, I noticed you expand the controllers like they are folders. What is this wizardry? I don't want to get you out of focus. Trust me, I am not in focus. That's just, it's RubyMine. RubyMine has some pretty sweet stuff going on. Like, okay, so if you use RubyMine, you got to make sure that you got switch out of the project view and go into the Rails view. And then you just get all this cool stuff. It's pretty great. And there's also, I always forget the key binding for it. What is it, like Alt Home? Where's my freaking home key? No, not Alt Home. It's like go to related, which is really cool. Control Alt Home. Yeah, Control Alt Home. Go to the helper, go to the model, go to the view. It's pretty great. All right. The only actual error I'm seeing here is the unpermitted parameters. It seems like I'm getting... This is an error message that's different from the actual... Like the log and the error message are askew of each other at this point. I'm gonna trust the log, honestly. Also, completed okay. So it's showing an error, and the HTTP status is 200 okay. Okay, now I gotta know. Did that actually put a record in the database? You're trying to set the foreign key to a string. Need an ID. Okay, I should probably pay attention to the comments. But hang on a second, because like I'm like wigged out by the no, not database changes. I'm wigged out by the 200 okay. I want to see if I actually have votes in the votes table. Okay, I do not actually have votes in the votes table. All right. That's comforting, honestly. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so trying to set the foreign key to a string, need an ID. It's 200 because you've handled the error. That's fair. 200 because you've handled the error. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, if it was an API, then 400 is appropriate. I mean, I have mixed feelings about that. Like, yeah, whatever. All right, model vote, local true. Candidate ID. Yeah, okay. I take your point. Setting the candidate ID to butter pecan is probably not a recipe for success. Um, all right. I got to nest a form here, don't I? I got to nest a thing. I got to nest a resource. Oh, Rails knowledge. Reload from the past. What do I actually want to do here? What I want to do here okay, this is a vote. A vote is going to create either find or create a candidate. The idea here is that if 100 people say butter pecan, we don't want to have 100 entries for the candidate named butter pecan. We want to have one entry for the candidate named butter pecan and a whole bunch of votes associated with it. So that means that if there are 0 vote candidates named butter pecan, we need to create it. If there is 1, we need to just associate with it. So this is definitely a find or create. So this form needs to take in the string. I'm guessing that the modern way to deal with this is I'm guessing that the modern way to deal with this is with like an ephemeral attribute. I don't know if that's the right name for it. But an attribute that is not backed by a database column and will submit back. No. Do we even need that? No, we just need a field. We need a field in the form that doesn't have to correspond to anything on the model. Right? Or wrong? What is the Rails way to do this? Okay. Do a little Googling here. I know that Rails has more support for ephemeral fields, or whatever the hell they're called, than it used to. Rails. Are they actually called that? They're probably not called that. That's probably just something I made up. Yeah, totally not. Active record. I can't spell. Virtual attributes. This is a lot of what I do with Googling. I Google long enough to find a result that has the right name for the thing that I'm looking for. And then I Google that. Yeah, all right. So, what I feel like I want to do here is candidate name. And then we're going to have to actually make that work along with all these priorities. Yeah. And just to confirm. All right, here we go with the crappy names because I'm getting a little tired. There we go. Yep, candidate name, priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. All right, we need some virtual attributes, I think. I think that's what we need, where we need to go with this. I'm not 100% sure. Control Alt Home. All right, what are we fussy about this time? Unpermitted parameters, because just adding after accessors doesn't mean they're actually permitted. So that's in the what, controller? What the? Where the hell are the allowed attributes? Here we go. There it is. All right. Belongs to is required. Notice you can't save your record without the parent. All right, well, this doesn't belong to a candidate. candidate must exist. Does it belong to a candidate? A canvas must exist. It does belong to a candidate. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's fine. Okay. I mean, honestly, this doesn't make sense if we don't create it. Now we have to do actual hard things. All right, so why don't I have either of those? Let's look at this logic again. When we create a canvas, otherwise known as a poll, we direct to it. We redirect to it. Which renders, renders votes form. Wait, why is it vote is canvas? Remind me if that actually works. Did I screw that up? Should be canvas equals canvas. This is, see, render votes form, votes. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Does it make sense? Wait, what? Oh yeah, votes equals, vote is canvas.votes.build. That makes sense. So we should have, so the object there should have a canvas associated with it because it's canvas.votes.build. All right, no more music. Can't think. God, this is what I get for doing this late at night. What was I doing? Okay, so canvas.votes.build. So the thing that we're rendering with, the model that we're rendering with does in fact, or should in fact, have a canvas associated with it because we use canvas.votes.build to build it. That doesn't necessarily mean the form has the information it needs, though. Does it? Post votes, votes controller create, parameters, vote, a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's no canvas. And why is that? All right. There are two things I want to fix. There's no association with a canvas, and there's no association with a candidate. The first thing I want to fix is the failure to associate with a canvas, because that doesn't make sense to me right now. Form with, that's actually kind of new to me. Form with model vote, local true. Creates a form tag based on mixing URLs, scopes, or models. Nested route or hidden field? Oh yeah, nested route would actually make a ton of sense here, wouldn't it? Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Gotta remember my nested route syntax. I'm so rusty. Nested resources. Simple as that, huh? Okay, so I don't need a block argument. That was the thing I was trying to remember, is if I needed a block argument. All right, canvases have votes. So the form helper would have canvas ID and the path for its URL. Yeah, that's the idea here. That's the piece that I was missing. Thank you, C. Bartona, for augmenting my brain there. All right, so votes, candidates and priorities can stay out of there for now. But votes need to be inside canvases. Yeah, okay. So now, if I create a new canvas, ooh, I get a new error. Excellent, I love new errors. So much better than old errors. Undefined method votes path. Neat. Have to pass in both to the form helper. That's a good point. Why doesn't it infer it? All right. Confused and interested. Okay, so reloading this. What is the form here? Action is slash canvases. Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Undefined method votes path for blah, 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 blah. Video path. I have no idea what it means about that. But anyway, model, vote, local, true. Okay, so Oh, what is it? Is it like an array of models? I'm trying to remember how you do the nesting here. Namespace routes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Wait, where are we at? We're in votes controller. I don't think we have an at canvas, do we? This probably won't work. And yet it does! Look at that! Oh my god, it does! Canvases /8/votes. Feel like this is gonna blow up if this partial is ever rendered anywhere else, but one thing at a time. Okay, so in theory, we might be a step closer. X, Y, Z. Getting really lazy now. What is this thing? Why is it there? Also a new error. This seems good. Undefined method votes path. Blah, 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 blah. All right, now we're trying to render a new vote. That's what we were trying to render before. I think I see the problem here. You need to register the invalid vote with the canvas. First look up the canvas. Yeah. Create. Okay, so we failed to save. We're trying to render. Yeah, okay, so this is a problem with how I approach this, is that I started out with the form on the... yeah, okay, I think I see what you're saying here. Start out with the form on in the context of the canvas. Now I have the form in the context of the votes controller. Votes controller is failing to pass a canvas. Failing to set it up with a canvas? What is it doing? Vote.new, vote params. Okay, you know what? I think I'm calling it. I am completely brain fried at this point, and not adequately processing the incredibly helpful comments that I'm getting, and I'm just looking like an idiot at this point, because I am at about 1% of capacity, I think. So I think I am going to knock off and maybe watch an episode of Killing Eve, and then get my rest for another exciting day of chasing screaming children around. push it again. Of course I will push it. I will progress towards the vote form that I want. Away you go. Yeah, thank you all. Incredibly helpful comments tonight. I'm super, super appreciative. I did not expect to have nearly this much interaction tonight. I'm really, really, really thankful. And I hope to come back at a time on another night when I am somewhat less fried. Thank you. Good night.